Hello? Jump scare. Jump scare. 4 a.m. For me. Well, almost. Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Shannon. Hello, Leary. I know Henry's here. I know Squirrel is here. Kabu, hello. Kitsune Sam, no way! We're here to waste our time. Yeah, I don't know how long this is supposed to go. And Gallon, and we're here, and we're ready to, watch for some unknown amount of time. And, get disappointed, most likely. So dead quiet at this hour. Yeah, that's what's nice about it. I love wasting my time, but we're wasting our time together. I expect Dragon Quest. I also expect Dragon Quest. I think they literally say Dragon Quest in the video description. For once, it's not an AM event for me. Hey! They just say that there's gonna be new trailers. I'm gonna pop over here. Hello. Hey, how's it going? They do say that there's gonna be new trailers, right? I can look at it. The description's a little awkward, but like it's, you know, fine, it's legible. This program is filled with not just new trailers, but also comment videos from the developers aimed at our audience in Asia, from the anticipated Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake to Octopath Traveler 0 and many more. We hope you enjoy it. So, my hair looks cool. Thank you. I've been thinking I need to get it cut, but like I've been really getting these nice kind of curls out of it. I'm like learning hair care things. And so I've been able to like get better, like, cuz what would happen is like my hair, when it gets long, it gets heavy, right? And so it would start to get like shapeless, and it would like bag itself down and be really flat, and it drove me crazy. But I had this like hair kind of cream that I had like inherited kind of on accident. Like my buddy, the Jasonomics of it all, my buddy Jason got it, and he was like, yeah, it was supposed to be for curly hair. I just wasn't finding much use out of it, so maybe you can use it. I didn't know how to use it until more recently, that I only need a little bit, but like putting some on just while my hair is wet after I get out of the shower. And then suddenly my hair is just like, oh, I'm so full of life, and it just kind of like happens to spring up a bit better, and then I have more shape. And it's like the curls are already there, because like this is what I would get if I like slept with it wet. But now I can kind of enact that at any time and not just go taking a shower before I go to sleep. So thank you. Curls on demand. Curls on demand. But yeah, my hair is also getting kind of longer, and I know it's gonna get like a little annoying soon enough. Like I know it's kind of hitting, because it's starting to, when it's going down my neck, that's when I'm starting to get annoyed. So it's like a little long for my taste back here. Because I also forget how long my hair is, because it's curly. So, you know, when it curls, it shortens. And then if it's like fucking wet at all, it's like and annoying. But it means I can go a really long time without getting a haircut. So we are boarding the air fun barn. The little bouncy castle fun barn type thing is what I'm gathering from this. I feel like I was gonna say something. Oh, yes. So earlier today, technically, right? Graven played Kingdom Hearts. And he played it for like 6 hours straight or something like that. It was like 6 or 7 hours straight. He was playing it. He was going crazy. We started the day, right? I hung out with him on call, and we watched the Sony State of Play, which was a bit of a wet fart of a of a state of play. There wasn't really anything, but the fun part is it's what you do with it. You know what I mean? So if we can get some laughs out of it, that's all I really care about, right? And we did. It was fun. And then yeah, he went and was playing KH1, and all he had left, and technically he still has Sephiroth left, but he had the unknown, a la Zebnus, right? Which he does not know. He does not know yet. It's just the unknown. Um, and then, you know, he has Sephiroth, which he fought a little bit and was like, okay, I'm gonna go see what this other guy's doing. And he immediately got, like, locked into this fight. And, basically just did that for the next, like, 6 fucking hours. But he did it! He did it! He fucking did it! I was so happy for him. So proud. He really he was just so, like, people were like, well, just go level up some. He was like, no! No, I'm doing this now. I'm getting this done. And I was like, that's probably what I would do. So I'm like, no. Can I make this easier for myself? Sure. Can I do it as I am? Yeah. It's just a little hard. Hit the usual cage stopping time. It was like, yeah, he was like, no, I could do this. I gotta do this. He's like, I'm not leaving this. I'm getting this done. He's like, I am not moving on from this game until I beat this man. And then he did play and beat him, and now he's considering it for now, more or less. He's like, okay, now that I beat him, we can move on to Chain of Memories. So that means, very excitingly, this Friday is going to be my little discussion about Kingdom Hearts stream with Graven. I do not know how long. I assume what would be the Kingdom Hearts block or whatever, or we're just having such a party fun time that it will, you got to keep on track. We'll see about that one. No, I made notes, so hopefully I'm still kind of like cleaning it up and getting some stuff in there, just because I was like, I want to be able to talk about something and to be like, well, let me pull it up really quick and then just like have it, you know. So I already fetched myself some links and a video and just stuff, just notes of things I remember I wanted to talk about or remind him of or something like that. But that will be 50 minutes to answer 10 questions. That's what's going to be happening on Friday, so I'm very excited. But all of that said, I do have, I'll put it here just in case people didn't see. I have a little question form. Okay. I'm going to put it in. All right. This Google little question form thing, you can put in a question you'd like perhaps to ask Mr. Riku David Gallagher during this discussion. Cannot guarantee that I will pick the one that you want or that you put in, but like I'm going to go through. I have been seeing like several people have asked kind of the same thing, and so that tells me I'm like, okay, yeah, people want to know this. I will bring this up, kind of a thing. So please fill out whatever, do that. It'll help me later. It's a lot easier than on the fly, you know, trying to read chat and somebody is asking the same question like 5 times in a row, highlighted message, and it's just some dumb shit that I'm kind of ignoring on purpose, but they won't stop at. Like, we can avoid that. You know, we can avoid that. Mr. Craven, when will you wear wigs? Which is a great question for him. He doesn't have hair. He's bald. When will he don the wig? But anyway, yeah, feel free. Fill out the form. I haven't checked it for a little. Last I saw it, like, more than doubled with the amount I had, so a wig and a bow. Pepe cute. Hi, Peachy. Can't wait for 6 months later to ask him if he recognized the unknown at all. I feel like he recognized the door. Yeah, we're gonna have to see. I am excited because it's so like distinct. Like that the unknown fight is really distinct, and they do a pretty good job of like keeping a lot of those in when you fight him later, right? That I'm sure he'll probably recognize something. Like, it's so funny. Like, he cannot read to save his life. He cannot read words on a screen, but he can pick up on story well. Like, I think he's good at, like, actually, like, following along with a story and, like, character motivations and all of that. But God forbid you ask him to read, like, 5 words on the screen at once. Ever. And that goes for, like, sending him a message in Discord or on Mod. If I have to ask one thing at a time, if I ask 2 things, he won't respond to it. He will respond to one of them, or he'll be like, I definitely read it, and all he read was, like, the last sentence in, like, an entire paragraph of shit I sent. It's crazy. I don't know how he gets through the day, but, you know. That's just what we're dealing with, I guess. His partner, that's how he, yeah. These words can't stop me because I can't read. That's him. So I'm excited to have the discussion. I have notes of things that I remember specifically that, like, he didn't look at or he, like, forgot about or something, or to be like, I don't know what's going on. That only happened a few times. But stuff like that where I'm like, okay, this thing, this is what that was, you know? Like, yeah, they do have parents actually. You were just reading chat and talking to people the one time Sora's mom had a single line. And so you completely fucking blanked out on that because you were so excited to talk to chat. Which is now why he gets put in baby jail every time a cutscene comes up and we turn on emote only mode. And I think he's finally learning. I think he's finally learning because now he'll actually just lock into the cutscene and look at it instead of, like, constantly go like, what's going on? You know, just. And he's so happy about it, and it's sweet. You know, he's, like, so excited to go over and look and see what everyone's saying. You know. And I'm happy for him, you know? I'm just saying that we could, like, also do that after the cutscene is over. I feel like that's not, like, a crazy standard to set, you know? But Baby Jail has been very helpful. I agree. I wish we had implemented it sooner, even, because I'm gonna have to be like, did you see the art on the front of the Winnie the Pooh book? Huh? Did you see it? I'm gonna have to ask him, and then he'll be like, yeah, I saw it. And I'm like, what's on it? And he's gonna be like, well, like, you know, like Pooh Bear and, I fucking promise you. I promise you that's exactly, he's gonna be like, oh, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, it had Pooh on it, and, you know? He's gonna fail the test. Yeah, I'm talking about Graven. He's absolute joke when he's playing as Heartless. Yeah, that was very sweet. But anyway, I have, like, a little bit of those where I'm just like, here are things you fucking forgot about. Here are things just whatever, and then I'm gonna be, like, highlighting parts of the script of just like, this is something you should, let's look at the Ansem reports, and do you remember what these were saying? And then, you know, hi, Gabby! Good morning! You're here! The man is a menace to you mods, bless you all. Well, I have to, you know, cut him some slack because the second that I was on stream with him, neither of us were reading chat, like, at all. I'm better about it in my own stream where I'm, like, looking right at you guys and I'm talking to you. But, like, the second, like, there's some weird energy or something, and, like, we both lock into being like, la 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 la, in our, like, own fucking world. We are on a different planet to the point that everybody was telling us, they're like, oh my god, please get rid of the dog, like his little dog pet, Samson Coo. And it was, like, covering up some of the video, and everyone was like, please make him small or just turn him off for a little bit. And we were just like, ah, bah, bah, bah. Like 2 babbling babies. And Canary had to come all the way downstairs and stand there and be like, hey, chat has been yelling at you to turn Samson Coo off. And I was like, oh. Talk viscera. Dude, and they never stopped asking about it. Day in and day out with this shit. 2 brains combined into one. It did not make them any stronger. It will begin shortly. Okay, we're gonna pop over here. Get rid of this other fucking stupid chat. We don't need that. We'll just sit here on our little hands and wait. Yeah, Canary was really just like, hey. Just standing over here off to the left. Has he talked much about Sariku? I mean, he kind of can't help himself but, like, constantly make... I say make jokes about it, but it's not like he's, like, making fun of it. He is just constantly, like, leaning into, yeah, boyfriend rock and, like, how jealous Riku is and da-da-da-da, like, unending with this guy. He's set the lines he knows. He did say that he was like, I'm remembering, like, recording the lines and being like, wow, this is kind of charged. Like, this is kind of gay, you guys. Baby cat, are you in a box? All right, ladies, gentlemen, and anybody who ain't. Ladies and gentlemen's. Wishing for news, but I will not be here. Okay. Bye-bye, squirrel. Okay. Alright, this is the HT, alright. To some extent, there is, like, a gloss, like, kind of a fuzz to it. But there's also image artifacting that I can see. The compression, the bit rate. I can see the bit rate. I don't know how long this is. I at least definitely feel more energy now that I'm here and I'm on camera talking to you handsome folks. But, I really hope this isn't, like, 2 fucking hours long. Scream, cry, shit your pants and throw up. Some of us can't. Sure. For those of you without butthole, I got you covered. 7 a.m. for me. It's 4 in the morning for me. Whoa. Okay. We will get something. I hope so. Truly the dream would be, like, being on stream for a KH reveal and Graven is there, because that would be really funny. But I would take getting some kind of update without him here. Right? Uh-huh. Let's see what we get. I mean, obviously they have all of these to go through, and I get that.
皆さんこんにちは。ゲームデザイナーの堀裕二です。いつもドローンクエストを応援してくれてありがとうございます。
I'm in the way.
今回の
Oh
ドローン
shit.
クエスト
Sorry.
1&2では
I can't do anything about
去年
that.
発売したドローンクエスト3からつながる新しいシナリオを用意しています。他にもドローンクエス
You're
ト
just gonna have to
2
like put it
に
together
サ
for
ロントル
yourself.
王女が参戦したりといろんな新要素があるので
Fine.
ぜひこれもたくさんの方に遊んでもらえると嬉しいです。10月30日発売を楽しみに待っていてくださいね。どうも堀井でした。
Ah, shit. I was gonna fucking sit with him.
プレイヤー自身が主人公となって世界を冒険する国民的 RPG の原点ドラゴンクエスト1
Alright, we don't get subtitles for this. You know what? They're talking about Dragon Quest.
HD2D グラフィックでリメイクされ原作から大幅にパワーアップした本作の魅力を
Every time, yeah, I'll just kind of go like, wee. Whoa.
まずはドラゴンクエスト1から
I can do this.
ここ
Check
は
this shit out.
かつて伝説の勇者ロトがいたとされるアレフガルド なんとそこに闇の覇者竜王が現れ、さあ大変。そんな時現れたのが、そうこの画面を見ているあなたなのです。勇者ロトの
Good part of the
あなたは
games.
世界を巡り竜王討伐を目指します。
The English version of this trailer released earlier. I bet.
ドラゴンクエストといえば
But guess what we're watching, huh?
バトル。原作では1対1の真剣勝負だったんですが、あれ敵がいっぱい。でも大丈夫。
Thank you.
本作のあなたは特技も呪文も
Thanks, Gabby. You're not the first person to say that today.
旅の道中で手に入る巻物を読めば、通常では覚えることができない強力な技だって習得できちゃうんです。ここだ。え、マキャド切り、そんなのもあるんですか。苦しむ人々を救えるのはあなたしかいないんです。どうかお願いします。
Dog. Butthole on that dog. Oh, I was probably covering it. Shit. I could just be making that shit up. You don't
ドラゴ
know.
ンクエスト2です。ドラゴンクエスト1の舞台から長い年月が過ぎた
Dude,
世界、勇
onegaishimasu.
者ロトの子孫たちが3つの新たな国を起こして暮らし
Oh,
て
he
いま
woke
した。
itself up. Better be
し
kicking
かし
hurts.
その一つムーンブルク
Look, I have my
が
doubts,
突如魔物たちに
but
襲
we're
わ
in
れ
this
てしまいます。
together, okay?
闇の力に立ち向かうため、ロトの血を引く若き王子王女が一致団結し、真の平和を取り戻す旅に出るのです。そんな闇に立ち向かうパーティーを紹介します。まずは画面の前にいるあなた。そうです、やっぱりあなたです。ローレシアの王子となったあなたは、その屈強な
He's
肉体と
actually my
巧みな
warm
剣
hands
術で
I'm holding.
敵をバッタバッタとなぎ倒していくのです。いやー、
Aw,
探
hi.
しましたよ。
Yeah.
最初に仲間になるのはサマルトリアの
Come
王
here,
子。
Angel.
穏やかでのんきな彼ですが、
He like
バト
put
ルに
his
なったら
little
話は
little
別。
paws on my chair and
攻撃もサポー
everything.
トもしっかりやらせてい
And
た
then
だ
he
きます。
pushed me and he made me spin. Because he's big and strong.
故郷の仇を討つため冒険を共にするムーンブルクの王女。聡明な彼女は呪文の才能を生かしてクールでスマートに戦ってくれます。
No, I shan't. That's what he said.
クールでスマート。
Good day.
新しいお出かけ着。
そして本作では新しくサマルトリアの王女も仲間になります。自由気ままでおてんばな彼女は素早い身のこなしで敵を翻弄します。あ、今のは何だったんでしょうね。
Oh my goodness.
旅の途中、一行は5つの紋章を集めることになるのですが、なんとこの紋章、持っているだけで様々な効果を発揮します。ここでしょ。太陽の紋章、星の紋章、
もう大丈夫よ。
月の紋章、水の紋章、そして命の紋章。こんな感じで技が変化しちゃうんです。ね、すごいでしょ。
Does baby cat usually awake at this hour?
まだまだ
Yes.
お楽しみはありますよ。
Just
お
wrote
姫
this
様
down
抱っこ
like
や
one tick
小
for
さな
myself.
メダル、キラキラ取ったり、人
Holy
探
shit,
した
that's
り、
a huge cat.
首
He's
ガラガラ回したり、
16
海の
pounds,
底で人
baby.
を助けたり、優しい魔物がいたり、カンダタもいたり。そしてこれはロトの知られざる歴史。
He's like a French bulldog
というわけで
size, but
原作が
bigger.
めちゃくちゃパワーアップしているのが分かってもらえたのではないでしょうか。そんな懐かしくも新しい
Shape
ドラゴン
of
ク
him.
エスト 1&2 は10月30日発売です。ぜひ楽しみにしていてくださいね。
All right. Good for Dragon Quest. Octopath Traveler.
皆さん、
Wow.
こんにちは。オクトパ
Hey.
ストラベラーゼロのプロデューサー、鈴
Oh,
木で
wait.
す。
Sorry.
本作
What?
は
That was the
初
wrong
代
thing.
オクトパストラベラーの舞台、ボルステラ
by
大陸で
me.
あ
There we
な
go.
た自身が主人公となって自分の街を復興する旅に出るオクトパストラベラーシリーズの最新作です。おなじみのブレイク&ブー
This guy.
ストやフィールドコマンドに加え、キャラメイク、タウンビルド、8人編成バトルなどの新たな要素が加わることで、これ
That
まで
sounds
にない
wonderful.
冒険があなたを
It
待って
sounds
います。
fantastic.
発売日は2025年12月4日。TGS でも新た
December
なフィル
4th.
ムを公開しましたので、ぜひチェックしてくださいね。旅立とう、君が作る物語へ。
Just move the subtitles? What are you, fucking
お前
anti-fun?
指輪
Come
を
on.
授け持ち主の欲望を叶える力を持った指輪だ。
Dude, he did the Riku pose.
オクトパストラベラーシリーズ最新作初代オクトパスト
Are
ラベ
you
ラーの舞台
anti-bit? Come on, I'm doing a bit.
ゼロから
I'm
始まる
having fun
物
with
語
it.
です
I'm gonna be up here with you guys.
本作はあなた自身が主人公。あなたの故郷は緑豊かな町ウィッシュベール。この地はある惨劇で滅んでしまいます。
Gotta go to work. All right.
時を経てあなたは旅に
Have a
出ます
good day, Raku.
復讐と復興の旅に。復興の旅は故郷を再建する物語。新たなフィールドコマンド招く。各地の
Love
住
building a
民
town.
を町に移住させましょう。
Love covering
タ
up
ウ
the
ンビルド
screen.
では建物や
Oh,
装
chat.
飾品を
You're so
自分好み
silly.
に配置できます。町を発展させれば冒険を助ける料理が作れる拠点。いろんなものを収穫できる畑や牧場。
Dude,
アイテムを購
Tom
入できる
Ado?
商店などさまざまな施設を作ることができます。復讐の旅は故郷
I'm a
の
little
敵
tickle.
を
I'm so
倒す物語。
Hee Haha,
仲
Gucci
間
Gucci
と共
Goo.
に強大
Where
な
are
敵
you?
に
There
挑み
you are.
ましょう。
Boop, 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 boop.
ブレイク&ブーストシステム。ブ
Slap
ーストを
chat.
駆使して
We're go
敵の弱点を突く。敵はブレイク状態に。
like that.
本作のバトルは8人編成。前衛と後衛で
Hold on.
ブーストポイントがそれぞれ貯まるためスピーディーで戦略的な戦いを楽しむことができます。各キャラクター固有の必殺技。ここぞという時に形勢逆転を狙いましょう。セレクトアビリティは技を装備のように付け替えられる新シ
Are
ステム。
Octopath games good? I've only ever heard good things about them, so I'm gonna say yes, but take that as somebody who's never played them.
誰を仲間にするのか、そしてどんな故郷に帰るのか、すべてはあなたの手に委ねら
Well,
れ
why
て
did
います。
Twitch not show me a
オクト
notification?
パストラベラーゼロは
So sorry.
2025年12月
Lana, I'm
4
so
日
sorry.
発売。旅だと
And yet there's no
君が作
octopus,
る
dude.
物語へ。
Octopus. Okay.
ファイナルファンタジー7リメイクシリーズディレクターの浜口です。新登場となる
I swear to God, this Sid back here, I for a second thought it looked like Sans. I'm not gonna. I thought this little guy, this little Sid Highwind. I was like,
1月22日に発売決定となりました。
I thought he looked like Sans.
鋼鉄の都市ミッドガルを舞台にクラウドと仲間たちに出会い、そして死んだカンパニーやセフィロスとの戦いの始まりが描かれます。さらに忍びの少女ユキを主人公とする番外編も収録されているので、2つの物語を通じてファイナルファンタジー7の世界をお楽しみください。
Wow.
また本作の世界をより詳細にご紹介する
Okay.
映像も公開中です。クラウドたちが暮らす世界の構造や敵対関係がわかる映像なので、ご覧いただければより一層本作をお楽しみいただけるはずです。
I like your hoodie.
今後もファイナルファンタジー7
Kobe?
リメイクシリーズの展
Thank
開に
you.
ぜひご期待くださ
I'm
い。
covering up
それでは、
Sans Highwind.
星
Uh-oh.
の悲鳴聞いたよね。かつて
Alright, chat,
こ
we're
の
gonna
星
hang out
に
over
生
here,
きた
okay?
人たちの声、星をめぐる命の叫び。で、ソルジャーがなんだってうちらの仲間になるの？
元ソルジャーだとよ。名前はクラウドストライフ。勝手に仲間にするな。仕事が終われば他人だ。
俺たちの活動は星を救う。そのために必要な犠牲は払う。正義の執行者気取りがさぞ楽しかろうが、潮時だ。今一度正義とは何かをよく考えたまえ。
古い友達がピンチらしくてな。そんな時は助けるって
I mean, yeah, there's some Final Fantasy 7 stuff, but it's talking about like
していたピンチってなん
intergrade.
じゃなかったな。この人、私のボディーガード、ソルジャーなの。
報酬次第だな。
じゃあね、デート1回。
They got white people in Final Fantasy 7. They do.
ありえない。
remake Intergrade for Switch 2.
我こそ古代史の血を引きし者この星の正当なる後継者
計画は本当だったんだどんな未来でも変えられるよ
星は消えない終わるのはお前だ
Is this yesterday's presentation we were getting caught up with? I literally just woke up. I don't know. And they're doing a special highlights stream this morning. That's what it says. It says that it's gonna have like some new trailers and some blah blah blah. So they're probably going over some. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah? Tell me about it, huh? Other highly anticipated... What's going on over here, huh? Oh. Available right now. This is trailer. It's like this music. It's the most like fucking Game Awards ass type. I'll just so stay fade to black. Dude, if this is super short, I would laugh. Okay. It really is the Game Awards music. Is that really it? That's so fucking funny. Oh, hey guys. Isn't that so funny? The highlights. That's really what it was. That's it. I love... Wait, where's the chat? Somebody was like... Oh, I wish Kingdom Hearts 4 would be cool. What was the point of this? Why even... It was barely any time. They said this program is filled with not just new trailers, but also comment videos from the developers. I guess they did have comment videos. You know, I guess they did. That's true. Says new trailers doesn't show anything new. Haha. Yeah, that's... Yep. For some underpaid intern to make this. That's so funny. You guys are so funny. What was the point of this? There was nothing. I know. It's something, too, where it was so just like, oh, you know, some, like... They had, like, commentary on it, and they really didn't say jack shit or all. Some things can just be tweets. This could have been an email. This could have been a tweet. This could have been a singular highlight video that they just, like, released. Elvin Nothing Burger, thank you. Thank you, Square. Like I said, I didn't expect... I get to use this in total earnestness. I expected nothing, and I'm still let down. I gotta use it. I got it. They let me have it. I expected nothing, and I'm still let down. I didn't think we were gonna get shit, honestly, but that was so, like, these things you already saw? Let's look at them again. You know, and I was like, I guess... As long as there's a little something at the end, right? No. They just fed us reheated food. I stayed up. There's 41 of you here? It's so early! I mean, I'm sure for some of you, it's probably like the middle of the damn day, but like for me, it was like 20 minutes! Oh my god. I was like, maybe it was like half an hour. No. No, it was 20 fucking minutes. And not even that. It was...
Save me.
Yeah. Thanks, Ray. Thank God I'm in Europe. Look, listen, to be fair, in my case, yeah, that was like 15 minutes maybe tops, right? Because there was like there was a little bit when it started and it was like showing us like, are you horny for machines? You know, and it's like doing that for a bit. We're like, sure, you know, and then we got in, and then there was nothing to do with any of it. And then Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, and then they were like, remember all this shit? And then they fucking cut stream, and that was it. Oh, man. Now I'm like, I feel like I gotta make it worth it. I've been streaming for 42 fucking minutes, guys. 42 minutes I've been up here. Getting up for work anyway, so like, I'm sure I'll look like this. I gotta make a fake trailer. I have to vamp. I gotta do something up here. Can you tuck us? I can tuck you in. I can tuck you in. I have cat hair all over me, but that means I'm like comfy and cozy and a little cuddly, you know what I mean? Proper you floating around. Look. Oh, I forgot I was gonna say that I was doing this because I'm up anyway, but to be fair, this is usually when I'm like kind of getting into bed, you know? I've been trying to go to bed a little more like 3:30 to 4, not like 4:30 to fucking 5 a.m. And I was like, oh, I'm actually feeling kind of tired today. I could go to bed. Baby cat everywhere. Show baby cat. He's too busy sniffing the air from the outside. So he's preoccupied. He has a job to do. So it's whatever. They were forced to make a presentation for class, but knew everyone gets a passing grade for participation. And then they copied the other kids' homework. What was the point of this? I don't fucking know. It brought us together, though. We all came together. And now that there are more of you here, I'm going to say this again. On Friday, I will be doing my post KH1 discussion stream with Mr. Riku David Gallagher Graven himself. We're gonna spend a lot of time just fucking talking about it and answering questions, and I got all this stuff to like tell him to make sure he knows moving forward. So like the true presentation was the friends we made along the way. That's so cool. I think it's pretty cool too. It's gonna be fun. I look forward to it. Granted that we actually stay on track. KH, Carolina, hello. Welcome. I was just talking about Graven. But yeah, Friday officially is when we're gonna do it. I'm not sure exactly when we're gonna start. Fridays, he usually starts at 12. And I am up at 4:24 in the AM to watch some dumb waste of my time with an audience. So that's fun. I could set up a little whiteboard. That might be fun. That might be a little, and then I write stuff down, you know. I don't know what else you would do. Why wouldn't I? You know, I just have it back there for kicks, I guess. Anyway, are you gonna eat some gravy while Graven is on stream? Are you into that? Is that what it is? Sorry, TED Talk, is that you? I feel like I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's something where I'm like, how explicitly are we gonna be talking about? I could pull up Clip Studio and do that too. That's totally true. As I have done in the past. But I don't know how directly are we gonna end up having to address the elephant in the room. The really big gay elephant in the room of talking about Sariku. Hi, baby. Will you come say hi to everybody by walking on my desk? Oh, you're just gonna get down immediately? Okay, whatever, bye. He stepped on my desk simply to get down to the floor, so I'm sorry. He has now left. But yeah, you know, it's a mildly disappointing 20-minute school presentation. I'm gonna go listen to music and imagine Sariku and bass in my head. Godspeed. Wonderful Boy Boy Batty Boy 2. But yes, I'll be having a nice long stream. We're gonna see the best thing to let him approach it first. Yeah, I might just ask him ahead of time, just be like, how much do you want to talk about that? Because like, I understand you obviously don't care, but like, you know, when you're trying to like bring in the community and have people being like, yeah, I have questions. Ooh, I want to, you know, and I understand if you felt like maybe that would be driving people away in some way. You don't care yet. I mean, he cares. I'm just saying that, like, I don't know what he wants more out of this. It's just like, do you want us to just talk candidly and have fun talking about it? Because, like, I can go all day and all night and then some. I literally have been doing this for years, talking about Soriku, and I don't want to necessarily steer you into it because, brother, it's going to fucking clobber you over the head anyway. I don't need to. The fact that he was already here at KH1, which it frankly does not happen to most people, but he is Riku. The man plays Riku, and it's kind of like core to his character, and he's definitely good at like understanding character motivations, as well as he has a very big Riku bias, and I think that's fine, and I think that's definitely informed his opinion a little bit. But you know, it's like, how much is like, are we just having fun with this and like in front of the camera you're trying not to take it too seriously? I know off camera. You're sitting there going like, just a little bit. I know. So I'm like, we'll see if it'll come up organically, I'm sure. It's okay to lead him to water like a horse. He was online in 2008. I'm sure he is. Oh, I'm not worried about that. That is the last thing I'm worried about. This is not anything about being like, is this too much if we talk about it? I have been on call with him off the record, like, talking about whatever, and like, trust me, it's not an issue. It's not about, you know, being too much for him. It's about like, well, what do you want this kind of like, we are addressing Kingdom Hearts and your feelings on it. I'm sure it'll fucking come up. I'm sure it will. I just don't want it to be like, I'm fucking like pressing the gas and I'm like, guess what we're talking about? And I lock the car doors and he's like, you know, and I start fucking just ripping down the highway, you know, and he can't get out. You can't talk about KH and not bring up Soriku. Yeah, it's true. If anything, there's something where I'm like, he's a freak. I think it's something that, like, especially as the series goes on, he's gonna be, like, right now, he's like, yeah, I'm definitely seeing it in spite of, you know, or like just regardless of like how obviously there's Sora and Kairi, it's a whole thing, as many people start out. And then he's gonna he has no idea what's fucking coming. That dude has no clue what is already loaded in the barrel and pointed at him. You know what I mean? You're on the secret KH1 where Sokai was the most heavy-handed. It's only gonna get deeper from there. Basically, yeah. He's fucking toast. He is not making it out of this, like, alive, basically. That's my only thing is I'm like, how much does he want to talk about it during this stream? Because I'm gonna try and focus on at least making sure, you know, he's seen things he has seen things he's missed, that he has, I think, the working knowledge that I think he should going into Chain of Memories, and any other fun kind of tidbit type stuff that's like, this is cool to know about like the game and things Nomura has said and yada yada. Like, that's kind of just my aim. That's my goal, is to just make sure we're kind of like talking about it and we're kind of cementing some things in the brain. You know, I'm probably gonna make him watch the KH1 intro again now that he's done. Niku's discretion to share what. Think about the evil thing he said about, oh. Right. No, he was telling me how much, hold on. If you'll all recall, oh, they're looking a little, he's looking a little strange. Let's turn that off. Go. Stream Deck. Go. Do the button I fucking pushed. Do your one fucking job, Stream Deck. Which is, you don't want to do it? Oh my god, I think everything broke. I updated OBS, by the way, and it, like, shit the bed. So we're gonna, really quick... Where's my fucking camera? We're gonna do that really quick. Anyway, if you'll recall, these two looking so wonderful. I sent photos of these to him in this pose exactly. I sent these to him, and because he was asking about figures. He was asking about the figures, and he was like, are there any like certain scale figures? And I was like, well, yeah, I have them. I'll send you some pictures. He was like asking me for them on stream. He was like, Niku, you should show me some of the figures. And I was like, okay, you got it. And so I started taking pictures. Like, listen, I am not going to detangle these. I put them in this position, and then I have not taken them out ever since. So you're just going to have to look at these like this, right? So I sent him photos of these, and in the middle of stream, he was like, I'm seeing they're really, like, he was like having a laugh. But then like later when we were on a call, because we were just discussing stuff about like just like the Discord, just literally just moderation type shit, right? And just being like, okay, plans with this, blah 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 blah. And he was just like, oh, Niku, I love the figures you have posed making out. And I was like, they're gingerly holding each other, but yeah. He was like, I love those. This is so good. And he was like, if I had them, I'd do the same thing. So, like, you know, like I said, I'm not fucking worried about it. It's more just the, you know, if it'll come up, but I also fire that you casually just have Sarika making out in the background every time you're on call. I mean, it's like up on, I have a little shelf over here where I have a bunch of stuff, and I've got 2 of the Nendoroid sets up there. I have the last set up in a glass case, so I just don't have them down here, but like I got a lot. It's like all Soriku on these shelves that are like right here to the side of me. Can't wait for him to get his own figures and show them on camera and make him kiss. He got excited over that. I can't imagine what he would do with his own figures. Yeah. Kill myself for those specific figures you got. Yeah, I got them for Christmas. Not last Christmas, but the Christmas before that, I'm pretty sure. And here they are. Holding each other gingerly. Or making out, as Graven would put it. That they were just making out, and he loved it. He loved it. So I'm putting him back. Hold on. Beautiful. But I must go fight Shion blindfolded again. Godspeed. Riku briefly possessing Graven to tell people he appreciates people depicting them making out. Yeah, it's not brief. The guy can't escape it. He cannot turn it off. He cannot stop doing it. It's, so I just, you know. JP store will make me go broke. I have to show restraint. Where did you get the Soriku makeout figure? So they're both the, well, one, I have, you know, connections, and I know my Cage 4 spoiler figure I have, but also they are just the they're the play arts, right? They're the the play arts Kai. It's listed 2 for 1. Yeah, play arts Kai. Because what is the other one? They're like the, because the ones I have are the deluxe play arts Kai. You have a DCS. Yeah, that's true. My partner has always gone above and beyond to get me the things I want. Half the time I don't even have to ask for it. They just like buy shit for me, and then I get surprised with it, and I'm like, oh, all right, and that's how I get most of my stuff. So I have like that very first version. Yeah, I have like the new ones because we bought them basically together. Anyway, so yeah, that's not worried about Graven. I mean, he is totally he's not making it as he moves forward in the series. That's for damn sure, but I feel like right now he's like playing it safe. There's like a part of him where he's like trying to save face and he's losing the battle like hard and fast, and it's not gonna get better. It's not gonna get easier, so we're just gonna have to see. As things move forward and he struggles, he's sweating on camera. He's not gonna. A fucking, you're always trying to worm your way into my heart. He's not gonna make it, dude. They're like, I know you like Suriku. Memories is hard if you don't know what's going on. He plays Chain of Memories. Yeah, he is playing Chain of Memories next. Get the replica Riku crash outs. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's gonna have a great time with that. Also, I'm very excited because, frankly, I think the voice acting in Chain of Memories is fantastic. I think it's so good, and I think he especially does a very good job in it. So I think he will be quite pleased, as will the rest of us. So I know, I love the voice acting in Chain of Memories. It's really good. He did say something that was very interesting when we were talking, like, a little bit earlier, because, again, we were watching the State of Play together, and he had said that, like, and he was like, I may be misremembering, you know, and he could be, but he was like, yeah, we recorded for, like, KH3, and I was like, well, yeah, because there were different... Oh, yeah, somebody had asked, they were like, did COVID, like, affect your recording or anything? And he was like, I didn't record during COVID. And we're like, really? And he was like, yeah, no, I don't remember doing any, like, I didn't do any. And we were like, oh, because, like, I was like, okay, because Remind came out, obviously Remind came out, like, just before everything kicked off, but then there was Melody of Memory that came out, like, later, right? And he was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we did all of that at once. And I was like, oh, really? That's really interesting, if so, but I guess that makes sense, because they were kind of in production at the same time. Right? I know. I was just like, what? But also, he's very much like, don't trust my memory. You know, he's like, I may just be misremembering, because all of it kind of just blends together, you know? But if he distinctly doesn't have any memory, like, recording during, like, COVID, either he did it, like, just before, you know, lockdown really kicked in, which would give you a little bit of that wiggle room at the very beginning of 2020. That may have been the case, right? But because I wouldn't be surprised if he did recording for Remind and Melody of Memory at, like, the same time. You know what I mean? I feel like that would be somewhere around there, because Melody of Memory came out, like, later in 2020, but... Yes, so there was a comment he made in one of the other streams that made me think that KH2 and Rechain Memories were recorded at the same time. I know the comment you're talking about, because I had said something, and I was like, I'm going to bring this up in the discussion stream. And it's because he said that he was like, because someone had asked him what his favorite, like, oh, you know, what's the game that you're looking forward to? Or like, what did you have the most fun recording for? You know, and he was like, oh, KH2, because, like, there was so much that we had to, all this stuff. There's, like, you know, Dark Riku and like, and, like, all this stuff. And I was sitting there being like, that's not KH2. Like, in fact, he's going to be missing Riku hardcore through that game. He's going to get so pissed this whole time. He's going to be, like, there in Sora's big goofy shoes, wondering where the hell Riku is for the entire duration of the game. And I look forward to his suffering. But, like, he must have been, like, that made me think as well. I was like, they must have kind of recorded that all at the same time, which makes me curious, because, like, obviously we got KH2 a little later, and it was probably just a little bit more alongside Chain of Memories happening. I don't really know, because I'd have to look at the release dates. I'm, like, really curious about it, because that doesn't mean that they couldn't record all of what they knew was coming down the pipeline, and then they had it ready by the time that, everything was like in and produced, and they had the, the actual physical discs were all manufactured, et cetera, et cetera. So like, I don't know, but we all have to yearn. Finale of KH2 will be even sweeter for all the missing. It's true. Remember back when we had no idea Reaching Memories was coming out stateside? I wasn't actively in Kingdom Hearts at the time, but I had a lot of friends that were. And so I remember my friend who was very into Vexen. So like I had a limited knowledge on some of the more extraneous cast members that one casually would not know. Especially for somebody who'd never played the games, because of my little friend group who all had like their own organization member, as teenagers are wont to do. Everyone wants to have like their person, and then they'll like use it as like they get called by the name, as they do. And so my little group of friends, it was Axel, Demix, Vexen, and Marluxia. And those, I just knew who they were because of my friends, and then I did not really know about fucking anybody else. I knew there was a girl, Larxene, right? But I kind of knew she existed because I'd see stuff, but like I didn't really fucking know anything else. I did see man sex jokes, I guess, but like again, like Zero, I had no context. I didn't really know who anybody was outside of like main cast members, more or less. And for some reason, then I got to know who Vexen was really particularly. I can get the others, but Vexen. This friend of mine really loved evil genius types. Like they always went for the same type of character. So they really liked Doc Ock. Was another one, and they had more, but they loved fucked up little guys, and especially if they were like fucked up little scientists, like that was like kind of their whole steez, you know what I mean? So. Oh, that Graven pre-KH1 streams, Graven was like, we'll go through KH1 all the way through, take a break, and play a different game in between maybe, and then play KH again. And now he's just like, we are starting Chain of Memories immediately. He plays Kingdom Hearts for fucking 6 hours straight, and then he's like, anyway, we are immediately playing Chain of Memories next week. We are starting on Wednesday. I kind of figured. Seeing any of his, like, taste playing games, like, he was just... The way he threw himself into bosses and the way he loved to, like, learn the pattern and keep going over and over, like, it was very much... I was just like, he's gonna love it. It's gonna be fine. Like, he's gonna have a little bit of adjustment period, because it's not like a 2D Metroidvania, but, like, everything he likes about this very much exists here. And he's also shown to me that he is not an irony-pilled person, you know what I mean? He likes something that's like earnest and has feelings and has like a visual direction, and I was like, this shit was made for you. You're gonna have a great time. And then he did. Surprise, surprise. Like, I know he was worried about it. I was very confident he was gonna have a good time, and that he was gonna, once you get the ball rolling, it's really easy to just want to keep going, because you're like, well, fuck, what happens next, dog? So, into Chain of Memories we go. And I think, honestly, he's gonna struggle a bit because he has no peripheral vision and he can't read. But, like, he's gonna have to learn to, like, look at the corners of the screen, especially because Chain of Memories is built like it is, and it's not, like, on a compressed Game Boy screen where it made sense. And, he's gonna have to, like... and like look at the fucking numbers, but he likes cards and he likes novelty, and I think he's gonna have fun once he gets his little fingers into making a deck. He's gonna have a great time, but there is gonna be a bit of a rough transition period, just a little bit. He's Jared, 19, and never learned how to read. Exactly. Reading the interviews last night just making me appreciate how much Nomura really does like to take the Disney cast seriously. Yeah, and I think that shows very much within the games. It's no, like, bootlicking, like, Disney schmoozing type anything. It's just like, what if I took this piece of art with great respect to it as a fellow creator and, like, implemented it very much in earnest into my game? And then it's like, wow, it's like good. He loved collecting money, and I imagine he will enjoy collecting EXP drops. Probably. I like the story of Rechain of Memories, and I don't like the card system. I didn't at first. And then I honestly, I just got itching I needed something to sink my teeth into that was also Kingdom Hearts. So I was like, it's time to go back and actually make myself play through this game. I had a lot more fun. I actually had fun when I was playing through it. And I mean, I beat the whole game. I beat the whole game, both sides. So, and I'm very excited for him to play Riku. He doesn't know yet. Or he does and he's fucking lying. Because he doesn't fucking remember anything. So who knows what he actually remembers. But I think it's going to be like, wow, and he beat it. And then it's going to be like, boom, Riku title screen. And just like, yeah, you just get to play a whole round as him. He's going to be over the fucking moon. He's going to be so excited. I'm just told that he hasn't... that he has to activate the enemy cards. Yeah, we'll see. I feel like it's something that's going to click with him a bit, though, you know? Talks about Mickey being depicted was fucking majestic. But boot looking, who in their right mind would lick those squeaky banana shoes? I mean, look, I say that, but like, I mean, even less so, like, so often it's just like contracted. You know what I mean? It's somebody being like, I can make a game that's a little platformer and it can have Mickey Mouse in it if you want, Disney. And then they make a game that's fine and it has Mickey Mouse in it. You know what I mean? And so often there's so much like Disney stuff that's out there that's just like, man, it's just schlocky. So much of it is just fucking schlock that's like almost explicitly aimed at like the idea of a Disney adult, which I don't necessarily always enjoy the phrase of, because like I don't have terribly elaborated thoughts upon this as much as just like it feels like needlessly harsh. I mean, I understand though the like exhaustion with, say, somebody who is uncritical of the company at large and kind of their whole life revolves around like Disney and the Disney parks, and they're like, I'd rather be at Disney, and they have the sticker on the back of their car, and then right next to it is a Blue Lives Matter, and I'm like, which I'm not I've seen in the wild. This is an explicit example that I have seen with my own two eyes. But sometimes I think just the taste of like when they really mesh and mix their IPs together feels really especially tacky to me. And I'm not saying you can't have some kind of like, and we're celebrating all of our stories and stuff, but like fucking, I don't know, man. Sometimes it really is just like you're dumping everyone in a blender and then just letting loose, and I just don't care for it. But also there are plenty of them that are just kind of like not the best quality games, and they're not the best to play, and like that's fine. People, you know, get that bag, get that paycheck or whatever. But especially at the time of 2002, like there are better examples now. Okay, we have a, you know, some time in between then and now. But you could not catch probably fucking anybody in 2002 who'd be like, oh yeah, I love playing fucking Disney game of whatever. Like, they're not gonna expect it to be like crazy good quality. Oh yeah, that was so good. Like, it's just some fucking platformer. It's just my Chip and Dale side-scrolling platformer on the Game Boy. You know what I mean? It's like nothing. They're nothing. And so come along 2002 and they're like, there's Disney stuff in it. But actually it's like good. We like took the time to make like a good game, and the Disney stuff is in it. And like we like cared about it in a way that wasn't just like corporate appeasement. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like, and we slap it in. But I would say I hate card games, but I'm lying because Belatra has me in its grasp. Hey, you hate bad card games. You like good ones. How about that? None of the models in any of these are as good as I know. And like Kingdom Hearts still to this day makes the best like models of Disney characters. I see them in the wild. There's the weed shop in Seaside, Oregon that has the White Rabbit and the Cheshire Cat renders from Kingdom Hearts specifically plastered on the window, and I see it every time we go past. I know them. I see them. It's the Kingdom Hearts renders. Like, Like, this, it's not, you see it everywhere. They just use it because they're like, this is a great picture of Ariel. And it's just her model from Kingdom Hearts 2. You know what I mean? It's always, forever. Because they like, the level of quality is like, it's just fucking crazy. Every time it's always that Jack Skellington of Peter Pan. Yeah, it's always like the Jack Skellington, especially. He's probably one of the most common ones I will just see fucking somewhere. You know what I mean? But, anyway, that's something that, you know, works for Kingdom Hearts that doesn't. I saw a Dreamlight Valley thing, Snow White today. Looks atrocious compared to the fucking KH1 model from 2002. I know. I think something about Dreamlight Valley looks weird. Everybody looks a little strange and off and not that great. I don't know what to tell you. Like, fuck, man. How do I still have 40 of you here? It's almost 5 in the morning. Well, for me. But that's still really early for most people. Was it? Yes, it was the Cheshire Canary and the White Rabbit. We are stuck. Soriku. Yeah. I don't even have music playing. You guys are just sitting here listening to me talk. Soriku Flytrap stream. I just had to make sure it had to be more than fucking, like, 20-minute stream. I had to have something. 1:50 p.m. here. Release me. Release yourself. Claude, be free. No, I am tired. I get the momentum and the energy just by talking to people. It just happens. But I am tired, and I have to actually, like, be awake for an appointment tomorrow. So, you know, I'll be good. I'll be smart and do that. So I'll see you. I'm off to work. All right, Cage Carolina. Fucking, you get to work. I'm gonna go to bed, actually. But we will be streaming on Friday. Okay, it will be a co-stream, so I'll be streaming here and there, you know, talking to him and fucking zapping him with, like, lasers. Dude, Chenpog, no way. My little fucking red tumbler nose, because I touched my nose once. So cool. But we'll be doing that, and I'll probably also be streaming on Saturday, because I am going to be one of the only mods around for his community day, so I guess we're just going to be playing games on Saturday, all right? So you can expect at least 2 streams before the week is up. Okay? Okay. All right. Okay. Half the stream, did he beat it? He beat Unknown.
Gimme!
He's kind of calling that one done. Thank you, Kopi, for the bits, and now I can go sleep in 100 pennies. Okay, all right. I'm going to see you guys later. Okay, all right. We'll have fun. It was fun, I guess. All right, goodbye. I gotta go to the bathroom. Bye-bye. Get out of my house. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Have a good sleep or whatever. Bye.